let's get into our first topic here. Our first topic today is a good one. It's a good one. In my opinion, it's a good one. We got our first look at how Jared Leto's Joker is going to actually look in the Snyder cut, and I gotta say, I like the look myself. I am liking the look. I like it a hell of a lot more than the Suicide Squad look. And despite like a lot of people I know did not care for Jared Leto's Joker, I actually liked it in like concept. If that makes sense. I didn't really like what they did with him. I don't really feel like they utilized him like in any sort of good way by any means. And David Ayers even came out and said that if he could have gone and redid everything on Suicide Squad, he would have made Joker the main villain and more focused on that, which I think that would have been a better idea as well. But we got our first look here, and these were released by Zack Snyder. And what do you guys think? Because I'm liking it. I'm liking the no tattoo look. I'm digging a lot. I like the overall like outfit that he's wearing. It almost looks like he's like a butcher or something. Some Dexter vibes coming out of here. It was also stated that this is going to essentially be like him, and I'm assuming Deathstroke too, just based on Zack Snyder's comments here. But this is all going to be in a new Knightmare scene, like from the BVS scene with Batman in the trench coat and everything. This is going to be where you see this version of the Joker. So interesting though that he doesn't have the tattoos, because theoretically speaking, it's an alternate timeline of the existing timeline. So theoretically speaking, he would have still had all the tattoos unless he went and got them all removed in some way. So I'm assuming here without the tattoos, I think practically speaking, they probably just didn't want to go through the effort of putting it all on him just to do like a day's worth of shooting. I think it would have been a lot of work just to get it all on there in the makeup department. I think that's a more practical reason, but then the more, I don't know, lore-driven reason would be they're just retconning the look and like this is the new look.
Yeah.
So, which I generally like this look a lot better. So, but again, what do you guys think of the look overall?
What do you think, John?
I was going to defer to you. No, I'm happy with the look. I think he looks creepy and menacing the way the Joker should look. I think that the outfit definitely adds qualities to the Joker look that we've seen. One of the things that this Joker does have the perma white bleach in. So, I mean, I got thinking about it, and tattoo removal would probably be as easy as Joker just taking another acid bath and, re-bleaching his skin for this iteration of the Joker. I also, Grant Morrison one time described the Joker as like an ever-evolving personality. The Joker is not just one guy that has one personality. His personality evolves over time, and he actually becomes kind of different iterations of this character over time, and that he used that to account for why the Joker is a whimsical kind of just comedian that doesn't seem real threatening in some comics. In other comics, he seems to be like the devil incarnate. So he used that to kind of justify that Joker. His personality is actually fluid and developing over time. And so I like the idea that this Joker could be someone who's, the tattoo removal could be part of the process of him reinventing himself and making himself into a different maniacal character over time in the Snyder universe. So while it is still the same Joker that was in Suicide Squad, he's now, evolved or reformed himself into a different version that we will see in this movie. So.
Yeah, that's a very big romantic way of looking at it too, if that's how it really is.
Romantic
so,
indeed.
Yeah, for sure. You like the look though, Rick? Too?
Oh, I do. Yeah, I mean, I was never a fan of the tattoos to begin with or anything, and it definitely has more of a Joker vibe to it. I mean, he still looked like a version of the Joker before, but with this, I don't know. It's not going to be black and white in the movie, I wouldn't imagine, but it's it looks like he's got the red lips, the black eyes, the white skin. And the long hair is an interesting touch too, considering that he had like the short greased back hair and like Suicide Squad and everything. So I think it'll be cool. I'm excited to see it, and I really didn't care for the original Justice League or anything.
No, I'm with you. I think with the hair is the same way as the real reason probably for the tattoos not being there is just that Jared Leto's hair is really that long right now.
Yeah.
So he's probably like, we won't make you cut your hair for a day's worth of shooting. Like, and the long hair Jokers, have worked. I mean, we have Heath's long hair Joker, and we have Joaquin's long hair Joker. His Joker arguably was the only one that didn't really work. Jack's Joker didn't really have long hair either, but it was fine too.
I think it fits. He looks maniacal and he looks like beaten and just like, you know,
he looked like he ain't messing around.
Yeah, he does. He looks evil.
But I also had a theory too of like, what if during this Knightmare scene though, because you got to think the Knightmare scenes take place in a alternate or future where the Earth was invaded by apocalypse and they have essentially lost, and like Superman's evil now working with them and blah 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 blah. So like, what if in this scene it's not like Joker versus Batman, it's like Joker and Batman actually work together, because like that would also explain like why he has the Joker card on his gun.
That's what I was gonna say.
And like all these things. So, like, what if the Joker is like their freaking armorer or something, or he's their medical doctor? Or that was Joker's gun, and he just grabbed it anyway because they're on the same. They're on the same side.
Yeah.
Do what?
It would make sense. I mean, once you've kind of been beaten by like all of that, and the world's basically over, and it's apocalyptic and everything, it just would make sense. Like at this point, like, hey, let's work together.
Well, that's the thing. It's like Joker can't terrorize Batman if Batman's dead.
Yeah.
So it's like he's got to help him if he wants to be able to continue terrorizing him. The classic, like no one's gonna kill you but me kind of thing.
Yeah.
So if Darkseid's a threat to you, and like all of mankind in all reality,
then I'm on your side.
Then he's on your. He's got to help. Like it's like plus too. The Joker's like this like agent of chaos, and it's like when Apocalypse invades, he looks like a nothing. Like literally, like it's.
Oh yeah, he's just a guy in makeup. At
exactly.
That point.
So it's like you want things to go back to normal. They got to deal with Darkseid and the parademons. So I can see that being a thing.
Yeah.
But you guys any extra thoughts on it? Because the only other thing that really happened with it is Zach had this quote where he said the cool thing about the scene is that it's Joker talking directly to Batman about Batman, and it's Joker analyzing Batman about who he is and what he is. And that's the thing I also felt like fans deserve from the DC universe. That is to say, the Jared Leto Joker and Ben Affleck Batman, they never really got together.
No.
It seemed uncool to me that we would make it all the way through this incarnation of Batman and Joker without seeing them actually come together, which makes sense.
I mean, he's a Batman villain, like.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, you have the one scene in Suicide Squad where Batman chases the car with Joker and Harley in. And that's it. That's their only interaction throughout all the Snyderverse or DCEU movies, I guess. So yeah, I mean, it'll be fun to see those two share the screen. I'm hoping that them sharing the screen together. Period. Although it might even be a little bittersweet because I don't think we'll ever get a full Batman Joker story out of it. I think it'll just be a little snippet, like you said, set in the Knightmare universe. So.
Yeah, that's gonna be the only downside is knowing that, if this Joker's like really cool and then Deathstroke's like really cool, it's just like, but we're more than likely not gonna ever see him again. So kind of like it's cool that we'll get something cool with them, but it's also like it's like watching WandaVision and never getting to see the finale. Like, you know what I mean? Like
all that being said, though, I mean, to be fair, you had asked me 3 years ago, would we ever see Snyder's version of Justice League? I would have laughed in your face and been like, are you dumb? Of course not. DC is totally done with that. Moved on. That'll never be a thing. Here we are 3 years later. So, I mean, everything's, never say anything's impossible.
That's true. I mean, money talks. Like we always say, money talks. If this thing somehow brings in 50 million subscribers and is able to somehow keep them and with continued growth after the fact, they'll probably go to Snyder and be like, you want to make another one of these things? Like, Ben, you want to make that Batman movie? Like, you want to do it?
It might not even be 50 million. I mean, I think we brought this up before, but money talks, and streaming money these days talks even louder than regular money. So, if this movie had been released in theaters and made, $50 million, you release it on streaming, it makes $50 million, and that probably counts as like $150 million. That's how important streaming is to these companies right now.
No, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see because if there's anything I could get from the like the echoes of the Snyderverse, it would be that Ben Affleck Batman solo movie. So if we could somehow get that out of it, or a little mini series out of it, then I'll be good. I'll be good. I'll be great. So, well, the question is, guys, what do you think about this new look for the Joker appearing in Zack Snyder's Justice League here? And do you think it also is going to be a little bittersweet? Because if we get this like ultimate Jared Leto Joker and we love it in this thing, is it going to be kind of bittersweet if we never get to see like an actual full-length movie with him and Batman and it's kind of bittersweet in some way, but at least we got it and we would have never gotten it before. So it's also a good way to look at it. So whatever you think, let us know down in the comment section below.